Alright, still dark here. I'm in the dark here. Hooah. A scent of a woman. Al Pacino. I'm in the dark here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying this light here. Back in the Jeep. Denny with you. Once again. Was at the gym just a little while ago and picked up some stuff here at the strip mall. And I'm just finishing off my post-workout protein bar. It is glazed maple donut, appropriate for being in Canada here. Yeah, it is November, definitely fall, and it was actually raining a little bit. See the drops there on my windshield. So there you have it, November rain. It's just going to be hard to hold the candle in the cold November rain. Wherever you are though, I hope it's not raining and snowing. Hopefully it's still nice. Here in these parts though, Central Alberta, it's like you just never know. Could be gorgeous out 1 minute and then all hell breaks loose the next minute. We say we might get some snow, 50-50 chance tomorrow, but it's amazing with all the technology and suppose all this knowledge and climate science and stuff, they still really have no idea what the weather's going to be in a couple weeks. I apologize for doing my protein bar while I'm making this video. I just wanted to be a little more time efficient and get this video done and get home. Wow, that is really dense. It's like hard to chew. 20 grams of protein. It's delicious though. I'll be right with you. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Speaking of food though, and my lifestyle, a lot of you watching, I know by now, are single men. Some older, some younger. I'm sort of middle-aged. And I like to talk about our challenges and our struggles and what we do to get by. Thought I'd narrow in on something a little more specific now, and that's what we consume for our meals in our day-to-day life. I know it probably varies a lot from person to person, but I know a lot of guys that are single and bachelors, they probably consume a lot of fast food. And it's a culture here in the West, in North America, especially Canada and the US. Got all these fast food places, just no shortage of them. It's almost in every neighborhood, in every corner. No matter what highway or expressway or interstate you're driving on, there's an exit. When you're hungry, you can take one of them exits and you've got all your typical options and then some, even more nowadays. And your McDonalds and your Dairy Queens and your KFCs and your Subways, Wendy's. I'm actually there's a Wendy's just over there, and I was just driving past it, and it kind of reminded me that when I was there a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. And before that, it had been a really long time before I went to, since I went to Wendy's. And I was reminded why I don't go there very often. Yeah, to be honest, Wendy's sucks. I just don't get it, like why people go there a lot. It's just my opinion, but almost out of all the fast food places, like Wendy's is just garbage. And you may disagree, don't mean to offend anyone that enjoys Wendy's. I think maybe the chicken strips or nuggets or something might be good, but burgers and fries and everything else, no thanks. I just don't get it. It's just like this bland, greasy, the bun, it seems like poor quality. It gets like the grease kind of soaks through it, and it's like the bun is greasy itself. And it's just not very good. Like, I mean, it's not like, I'm not saying it's the worst like food in the world or anything, but you know when you want to treat yourself and have something enjoyable, Wendy's is just not in the top 10 as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm a little bit different when it comes to burgers. I don't know many people that are like me in that I don't have condiments on there. I never have sauces or ketchup or mustard or anything like that, not even mayo on a burger. I'll have mayo on a chicken sandwich, that's about it. But burgers, I usually do like a double with cheese. So it's just like cheese, meat, and bread. And sometimes, most of the time I'll get lettuce as well. Lettuce and cheese and patties and bread. That's like perfect for me. No sauces, nothing leaking out, no sugary ketchup in your burger. I just don't understand that. And mustard, it's kind of sour and it's kind of got some kick to it, which I don't really like in a burger. But yeah, that's just me. And as I've grown older, I've gotten more tired and more kind of, just tired and just not enjoying fries a lot. So, especially like Wendy's fries or something like that. It's just not good. Doesn't feel great in the stomach. If I have like just a burger and without the condiments and extra sugars and preservatives and stuff, it's not that unhealthy of a meal. I mean, the burger patties are gonna have grease, and it's debatable like how bad is that fat that's in the burger. Is it bad for you? I know like burgers, they have I think they call them binders, or like things they mix into it to preservative type things in the meat and the different seasonings that may not be that healthy, but you're getting some protein and some carbs from the bread, and the cheese might have a little bit of calcium or whatever, even though that processed cheese isn't good. So yeah, it's not great. It might be like a 5 or 6 out of 10 on the healthy meter, but when you add in the ketchups and the sauces and stuff, it's like a lot worse for you, more calories too. So I try to watch that stuff and pick healthier options these days. Like I had a burrito earlier, and that's what kind of inspired this video. Is we're kind of lucky now that we have more than KFC and McDonald's and burgers and fries. There's a lot of places that use just your typical ingredients, like you can get salads and sandwiches and stuff that are pretty good. There's a couple burrito places here that you can get quesadillas and burritos and stuff like that. Bar Burrito is a the place I went to, it's kind of like a franchise around here. And, I don't know, wherever you're watching from, if you have that. It always makes me think of Barbarino, Vinny Barbarino. If you remember John Travolta and Welcome Back, Kotter. Mr. Kotter. So I'm trying to eat more like Chipotle. We have Chipotle now here. And just stuff, with like that you can get some lean chicken with some veggies and some bread, and that'll almost cover all your nutritional needs for lunchtime. So that's what I do, try to cut back on the burgers and stuff. And like I said, it's just like those traditional places just gone downhill. It's just the service sucks and the quality of food has gone way down, and it's only gotten more expensive. It's a friggin' ripoff. Like, we have A&W here, again, almost like Wendy's, just bland, just garbage, tasteless, like low quality, and it's still popular. Like, people love going to A&W and Wendy's, McDonald's. I mean, at least McDonald's like still has like that signature flavor, and it's kind of a treat once in a while. Like at least if you haven't had McDonald's in a while and you go and it's like, oh yeah, this is there's no place like it. There's nothing that really replicates it. They have like their own buns and their own like seasonings and all that. And their fries are unique, of course. You gotta have fries when you go to McDonald's. Even though I'm not liking fries anymore, I'll still have McDonald's fries. They're like the only ones. KFC's gone to shit. I used to love KFC. I remember I used to have like a food court around here, and when I was younger, when I'd go on holidays from work, I'd do staycations sometimes, and it'd be like I'd go to the food court on a weekday, when most people were working and it wasn't very busy, and I'd do the South Park thing. I think Cartman used to do like KFC gravy and McDonald's fries, because KFC even changed their gravy, which is stupid. They used to have like the best gravy, and it was like different from anywhere else, and the fries were pretty good. And when I was younger, KFC was a treat. I used to love the Big Crunch sandwiches. It was like a thick piece of chicken breast, breaded with the seasonings, and the bun was pretty good, and they had like even their own mayonnaise, which had a little bit extra, little more intense flavor, and it was friggin' delicious, man. I ate those Big Crunch chicken sandwiches all the time. Now they've changed the recipe. Now they're like smaller, and the breading's not the same, and the mayo is watered down, and the gravy is like water. Now it's absolute crap. Just sad. Like, places used to be so good, and like the sandwich was like $4.70, $4.50, $4.75 like 20 years ago when I first started eating them, and now it's like $11, $12 for a chicken sandwich, and it's gotten worse. Quality's gone down, price goes up. Service goes down, price goes up. Now half the people there don't even speak English at KFC. So yeah, the Bachelor life. Sorry, I got too much into the specifics of different. I was like critiquing different fast food joints. But yeah, I try with the healthier options, and there's more healthy options now. Like I'm really enjoying Firehouse subs, great sandwiches. We got Jersey Mike's now. Yeah, we got the burrito and the wraps and the like the juice places. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Places that have salads and wraps and stuff. I go there a lot now, pitas and all that. But anyways, yeah, when you're on the go like me, I'm a contractor, I'm a locksmith, fix locks and doors. I got clients all over the city, all over the suburbs, and a lot of days you're just on the go, so you gotta eat what's available, And, I fell into what I called the fast food trap, which is very easy to do because when you are by yourself and, as opposed to if you're married and maybe you have a more traditional relationship where your lady cooks meals for you, or you're still younger and you live at home and you get your meals cooked for you, especially dinner time. But yeah, a lot of guys in my situation, it's almost nothing but fast food and frozen stuff, like ready-made meals that are prepared before, that you maybe pick up at your grocery store or your convenience store. You just bring that home and you nuke it in the microwave or just throw it in the oven for a few minutes. And that's also like a form of fast food, in addition to all the other places I mentioned. Like I said, there's no shortage of them. And the fact there's so much availability for fast food these days, it makes it easier to fall into that trap. Like you're always driving past a Tim Hortons or, like I say, a Subway or a A&W, whatever, Wendy's, Burger King. And yeah, you're hungry and you go there and you eat what they have, and it's usually fairly enjoyable, even though I mentioned the quality's gone down. When you're hungry, and it usually does hit the spot, at least temporarily, you may not feel great, and the long-term effects may not be good if you're eating Jack in the Box or Wendy's and McDonald's 3-4 times a week. So that's something you got to watch out for. And I fell into it. I was enjoying fast food a little bit too much. I loved my double cheeseburgers and my chicken sandwiches. So it is tough, I understand, especially when you're really busy and you're alone and, cooking for yourself or preparing stuff from fresh ingredients, and even the process of going to the grocery store or the market, farmer's market, wherever, or the butcher, the bakery. You want to get like better stuff than the packaged, mass-produced items. I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where we have bakeries and butcher shops that have fresher things. You can get some organic stuff. And for me, lately it's been worth getting some of that, even though it takes more time. And then of course you got to prepare it. And I've learned over the years more and more to cook for myself. Luckily I had a really good cook as a mother, and I just kind of used her blueprint and kind of based my cooking skills off of that, even though I can't replicate what she does. She's the master, and I can't do what she does, which is why every Sunday I go there for dinner, and she still makes dinner for me, and it's just me and her, and that's what we do most Sunday nights. But when I'm alone, yeah, it's like I still end up getting fast food sometimes for lunch if it's really busy. But most of the time for dinner these days, I do cook for myself. I do take the time to get the ingredients I need and make what I need to make. Fortunately, I'm not wealthy or anything, but I do just well enough where I can afford steak a couple times a week. I buy fresh lean chicken breasts. I make sure I get fresh eggs, and I get like sourdough bread that's baked fresh and it's sliced at the bakery that's across the street from me. And yeah, do some cold cuts once in a while, even though that's processed. I don't do that all the time, but I do make sandwiches once in a while. And yeah, I do a lot of stir fries with veggies. I try to eat at least a little bit of fruit every day. Have like half an apple. I sprinkle some cinnamon on there. I'll do yogurt with cinnamon. and maybe a couple drops of the stevia sweetener. Like I'll get plain yogurt and just sweeten it with a little healthier of a sweetener, so they say. I'm not using brown sugar or white, refined sugar. And yeah, very basic stuff. Like I'll do eggs sunny side up with some sourdough toast. Just maybe some grilled cheese sandwiches once in a while, veggie stir fries, steaks with mushrooms, baked potato I'll do. Just very, very meat and potatoes kind of guy. So yeah, I think it's just up to you, if you are in that trap where you're eating fast food for lunch and dinner, and it's just kind of that habit, it's not the healthiest for you, and you're probably spending more money than you should. But when you're a bachelor, and especially if you're still, struggling a little bit emotionally with just being alone all the time, it is comforting to just reach for that stuff that's around you. And a lot of it's just like even the advertising, the signs that are lit up, and you could smell like the aroma from the fast food places, and you're kind of drawn to it, and it's just that experience that you're used to, and it's very quick and efficient. You could eat it in your car or just sit down and in the restaurant, and it's like 10 or 15 minutes dining in. It's always funny when some of these like cheap fast food places like KFC or Burger King, they're like, is it to go, or will you be dining in? I wouldn't exactly call Burger King a dining experience, or McDonald's a dining experience. And it's just crazy with society now. Like, people are just so rushed and on the go that these places still make decent sales, even though the prices have gone up, and people are slowly switching to more healthier options. But still, like McDonald's, there's tons of them around here, and they're always busy drive-through. But you don't see as many people in the McDonald's. I think a lot of people grab and go these days. They take it home, or they order it through the delivery apps. I think McDonald's still sells a lot of, and all these places, they sell a lot of DoorDash orders. Yeah, I can almost see them like downsizing, where their dining rooms are smaller, so they have smaller buildings with take up less land. They'll probably need smaller parking lots, smaller buildings, and then it'll just be to go, and it'll be like maybe like 5 or 6 tables just for the couple people that do dine in. I could see that changing for them to be more profitable and all that. But yeah, it's an easy trap to fall into, and it's mostly single men, that live alone, that are consuming most of these fast food things on a regular basis. Lunchtime is challenging, though. I once in a while, like, I haven't lately, but I used to try to prepare things before, like get some sourdough buns or something and make sandwiches for lunch. I used to brown bag it like back in the day more often. Maybe get a Tupperware with some fruits and veggies. Take that with you if you're like a contractor like me that's on the go. I got to start doing that more. But because I have my own schedule as well, and I don't know exactly where I'm going to be every day is different. So some days if I work close to home and I finish the job and I'm like 5 or 10 minutes from my place, I'll just run back home and make lunch. Like, I'll make my own grilled cheese sandwiches or make a salad or something quickly, or I'll do eggs or something. So I have done it that way, and I have done where I've taken stuff with me, but usually if I'm quite a ways from home, I will get takeout. Like, I will stop at a place, and like I say, lately it's been more Subway, Firehouse Subs, Mr. Sub, Chipotle, the burrito places, the Mexican places, the salad places. I've been doing those more to try to eat a little bit healthier. I know I think Subway is healthier than like greasy French fries, but you know, I know a lot of the stuff is like pre-made. It's got preservatives, and some of the breads are like pretty high carbs and stuff. So yeah, you gotta watch that, but Subway's not too bad. I mean, if you're on the go, you're busy, you're in construction, or you're like me, you're a locksmith, or you know, you're running around, walking up and down stairs, up and down ladders, carrying tools, hauling a tool bag, using the drill, using screwdrivers, hammers, you're gonna like burn some calories, and that's good. And then you know, you don't have to be as picky about the calorie content. But if you're like a cubicle guy, you know, you're sedentary, you're not burning anything, so probably the worst thing you could do is bring a McDonald's or a Burger King meal back to your desk. If you're doing that every day, it's probably gonna have poor results long term. So try to stay away from that trap. Like I say, yeah, it is comforting and people enjoy it, and we're kind of programmed that way in our society to eat these fast foods. It's easy, it's relatively cheap, even though that's going up. And like I say, I've just been disappointed with the quality, which makes it easier for me to avoid these places and stop going. Places that have gone terribly downhill, like KFC. I do like this. There's a place called Church's Texas Chicken. That's a lot better option here if you want to go with the fried chicken. We got Popeyes as well, but even that I don't find to be that great. But yeah, I'll eat a little bit of everything once in a while. I get bored. I like novelty, so I'll, you know, if I haven't been to Popeyes in 6 months, I'll go there. If I haven't been to McDonald's in a couple months, I'll go and I'll have the McDonald's experience. You know, like I say, it's a unique flavor and a unique brand that, you know, we've been consuming since childhood. So yeah, you gotta live it up once in a while. Don't be like so anal and strict about, you know, I gotta eat salads every single day. Fuck that. Have a greasy burger, some fries once in a while, pizza. I don't really do pizza on the go too much. It's more of like maybe once every second weekend I'll pick up a pizza and take it home. But yeah, that's more dinner, or you know, if I order the UFC event or there's a hockey game on Saturday night, 8 o'clock, pizza is like one of those things you'll do then. But yeah, it's not really a lunchtime thing. It's just, it's too much, it's too heavy, and it's something like to keep as a treat once in a while. But yeah, we live in it's kind of a double-edged sword, all these options we have now for food, and yet too much of it is not healthy for the gut. It's not healthy for the liver, for the stomach, and not healthy for the wallet, but it is helpful when you live a busy life, and it's you know, you've always got food all around you. We're very spoiled that way, so enjoy it, but not too much, and maybe get away from that trap if you're a bachelor and you want to move towards something that's going to be a little healthier for your mind and your body, and maybe take some time to invest in yourself, to learn how to cook better, look up some stuff online about healthier eating, about preparing meals with fresher, more organic, natural ingredients. Start eating some berries and some celery, and stay away from the onion rings or whatever it is you like. Onion rings are great though, but I gotta cut back. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this little rant about fast food and some of my thoughts and my preferences. Let me know in the comments if you suffer from the fast food trap. Let me know maybe how much fast food you consume in a week, or what your lifestyle is. Or maybe you're the complete opposite. Let me know how you're able to pull off the task of avoiding it altogether and just eating completely clean all the time. You know, I'm willing to learn from you because I haven't figured it out. I know get stuck. Seemingly the only option is grab something quick that's around. That's all that I can just buy and eat. So yeah, maybe you have some insight or some tips on that. And I hope you got some tips for me from this video. And let me know in the comments what you think. And share this video. Give me a thumbs up. I have a PayPal donation link if you want to support the channel that way. Thank you to the new subscribers. Please subscribe if you're new, if you enjoy this type of thing, if you're a bachelor, regardless of your age, and you just enjoy a guy talk about this kind of stuff, share his opinions on the bachelor life, dating, job, career, all that stuff, life in today's society. Please subscribe. It helps me out, and you know, you could even leave a super thanks to support me. But any little engagement, comments, and all that helps the channel grow. So hoping I will hear from you, and hope you enjoyed this. Once again, God bless you. It is into the evening here in central Alberta. I'm going to head home to take an Epsom salt bath and relax the rest of the night. God bless you. Peace be with you. Enjoy whatever's left of the fall, and we will see you on the next video. Stay out of the cold November rain. Peace, Denny. Goodbye.